So I've finally seen the Fantastic Four First Steps for the second time, and I've given it a bit more of a critical eye, so did I enjoy it much the same? Yeah, I did. And FYI, this is my spoiler video. And I'm going to link my non-spoiler video below. But my first thought, something I didn't mention in the spoiler video, was the fact that, okay, in Superman, the recent one, they brought you in with opening text where they told you what was going on. This one was like a newsreel of, "Go get them, boys!" And it was just telling them about all their adventures. Basic backstory. I liked that. It was done right in both movies in terms of fitting the aesthetic and the feel of the characters. But now, I will get on to Johnny Storm. Now, I'm not trying to be deliberately obtuse with this. It's just I've watched it a second time and I've gone, this. And with Johnny, I would say the fact that they treated him a bit like an idiot as well as, you know, immature. He was immature, right? And also he's like the opposite of Reed Richards. And Reed Richards is like, right, everything's in place. Everything is not chaotic. And he's like, ha-ha! Immaturity, a bit more chaotic. Oh, what about this? What about this? That's his general vibe. So I get that's a problem for them. But he translates an entire language. They don't. And he does it really quickly, an alien language. And they're like, oh, you did that. What, nothing in terms of his intelligence? No. That kind of hit me as weird. I also thought the Silver Surfer could have done with a bit more screen time. Now, they only had so much. I think that's fine what they did. They got her over as sympathetic. But this is more of an ideal situation. Could she have got a bit more screen time? Yeah. Will she in the future? Probably. So we'll be okay. And Sue Storm's death and resurrection, I was thinking about as I was watching it the second time, it's like, it's obvious, and I even knew the first time that she was going to be alive because you can't have the Fantastic Four without her, and you're not going to replace her with the baby at this point. So it was like, is this done well, or was it one of those too predictable where it just means nothing when she's dead? No, they did it about as well as they could. If they were going to do a death angle, it felt emotional, even though it was predictable she was going to be alive. And it was also, like, I think reasonably predictable the baby was going to be how she was brought back. So it was the only anomaly or unknown out there, even though we knew with the baby that Galactus wanted the baby, so therefore the baby had special powers, although they didn't know what. But it was fine. It hit well for what it was. And then the storyline about the child, about how Galactus is like, right, I won't eat your planet if you give me the child. So I liked that Galactus had some depth in that Galactus was like logically non-ethical. Like he wasn't evil for the sake of being evil, like $1 billion. You know, he's like, he wants to die basically and just be like, I'm done, but I don't care how I hurt people or what I do. And until then, I'm just going to feed my hunger. Okay. But it makes sense. And the baby thing, it conflicted me because it was like they were right to not give the baby up, but then to come back and immediately go, hey everyone, we've just landed back on Earth. No time to think about it. We're not giving up the baby. Negative response? Who'd have thunk it? Like they could still have been good guys and literally have thought about it for a few. Like they could have had that scene in the living room where they're like, well, what do? We have to tell people. And they're like, I know, but how? Because they know it's going to go down badly, because anyone with 2 brain cells would know that. And they still could have told them within a few hours or a day. I just thought it was a bit good guy being dumb, but not in a way that was like, oh, they're being ethical, but they're dumb. It just, to me, no, they just should have done that a bit differently. And then Sue Storm's speech about, you know, oh, you know, I won't give up my baby for this planet, but I won't give up this planet for, I will save the planet. Okay, that's fine as well, except that everybody's like, oh, we hated you, now we're on your side because you're on our side. People are scared. People are terrified. They don't know really what Galactus is that much, the population, and they know they're going to die. So wouldn't it make more sense to pull some of them over or make some conflicts and some people still be like, no, I don't want to die. Why are you doing this? And Reed Richards came up with the plan after she gave the speech. So it's like people are like, during the speech instead, and then afterwards, okay, we've got a plan, some more people on board, some people are like, this isn't going to work. You could have had a mix of the emotions, but they just went, we hate you. You're fine. And we're back. No, they should have done that a bit differently. And I do like that when they were coming up with the plan, I was thinking about Galactus at that point. I was like, oh, this is what they're going to do with him. He didn't actually break his deal. And Silver Surfer made it clear that he hadn't broken his deals before. Again, another logical thing for a bad guy to do. Now, the big bad could do it, but when every bad guy is going to break a deal, it's like, don't do the deal, you know they're going to break it. Whereas if you have some that don't, you then don't know. And also, bad people don't always break deals because they'll go, right, I've made this deal, I see it's in my favour, they can be manipulative in my favour, but I'm going to stick with it because my reputation's at stake. if I want to do deals later on, no one's going to believe that I'm actually going to go through with it. So it has no value what I say. So therefore, I've just killed any leverage I've got. So it made sense from Galactus' perspective. And speaking of, they were building these arcs to move the Earth. So I thought at first, oh, they're going to be moving it to the other multiverse, which is what I thought they were going to do to our one. But then it's in another part of the universe. So it's like, oh, okay. And then they're going to move Galactus. Oh, okay. And I mean, they did obviously move Galactus in the end. But it's like, oh, so they're not moving it to our universe yet. So that'll be interesting to see where they go for it, because that's what I thought would happen. And it was also nice that they actually got hits on with Galactus when Galactus was like, you've met me. I'm this huge god at the spaceship which has just sucked you in and asserted that I am dominant over you. They got hits in, which wasn't like, oh my god, he's completely unbeatable, to, oh wait, we can suddenly beat him. It shouldn't be those two extremes most of the time. They got that really, really right in terms of, oh, they got some hits in, so then it's like progression about, can we just about stop him? They didn't beat him, they stopped him. It is a temporary solution. I mean, a very good temporary solution, but it just weaved the story to make sense as opposed to, invincible! It's Death Star, you see. It's got a hole in it, and we could just shoot that down it. Way! And I'm just going to mention as well that with the family, they did a good job knitting it together. I said this in the non-spoiler one, but I was watching it again, and it's like, it is a family film. It is mostly about the family that are the Fantastic Four. Now they're kind of five. They just got it right. The previous films haven't done that well enough. So again, I have to praise that. Now, when it comes to The Thing, the love story was kind of, here's this generic kind of love story, but we don't go very far with it, so it felt a bit throwaway, except that I'm going to say, yes, but they've got further to go with it in other films. They probably just didn't have enough time to do it, and it's kind of a setup. As a standalone thing, it would be very disappointing if this is as far as it went, because it's like, why do we waste the screen time doing it if you're not going to do anything with it? But I think they will, so I'll give it time. And he had identity issues, so I thought they did him quite well in the end. Some of it's set up quite well, where it's like you've got to pay it off. Some of it, yeah, I can see in this movie why you are who you are, and giving you some sort of depth and complexity. And just while I get on to the conclusion, stay for the first post-credit scene. I wouldn't bother with the second one. It's just, you can YouTube it later. There was a lot of groans in the cinema for the second one. But the first post-credit scene with Doctor Doom, that makes it exciting. Now, in conclusion, they've done a good job with this film. It was solid, it was fun, it got enough over that you were like, this is a great Fantastic Four film. The family dynamic in it was good. And it's like getting us excited for Spider-Man and Avengers with Doctor Doom. So, it's done its job. It's the start of reinvigorating Marvel, I would say, if they carry on with what they're doing. And I think with the next two big films they will. I can't see Spider-Man being bad, and I think Avengers will be good, but they need them to be. So, on that note, what did you think? Did you enjoy it? Was it maybe a bit disappointing because this was one of the two big superhero blockbusters that was coming out? Let me know below what you thought. Please subscribe, ring the bell, all that good stuff. And until next time, I will see you later.